Yo, welcome back to another podcast. It's your boy Jay Will, my two main hosts. I got Big Deer top left. I got the Willa D top right. And I got Zoo bottom left, aka Zoo.
That's CJ Stroud.
That's who? CJ Stroud. We're gonna go into it. Basketball debate. How do we feel about the teams?
Well, I mean, we talking about right now. Miami ain't doing the job. They supposed to go ahead and cook it tonight, but I guess they gonna cook in Miami. That's what I'm assuming.
Are they losing right now? I ain't even paying attention to the game.
Yes, 82-68.
Everybody get the.
But I mean, with the Knicks are out characteristically hitting shots today.
Oh yeah, they do.
They got to pull the buses to half court. They're gonna pick Miami. Yo, this is ugly right now.
Yeah, they trying to party in South Beach. That's what they trying to do.
Yeah, they gonna party with a good L on their head. What's up, Duncan? Hey, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, the Knicks are terrible 3-point shooting team. If they hitting shots, it's an anomaly.
Yeah, they cooking tonight though. I need to dream of going close that Friday though.
Nah, I do too. I mean, with the team we got constructed, we need as much leeway and rest as possible. But other than that, Golden State is. Let me think. Golden State has been just falling apart one by one. Jordan Poole, I don't even know if he played basketball for real. He just out there cardio.
Wait for them, folks.
Hey, put that man on the back of a milk carton, please. He is missing.
We're not excusing Draymond Green for pulling a Ben Simmons last night. I hope we not.
He hooped like you.
You talking about on the Schroeder rebound, or we talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Schroeder.
He should have went back. You talking about when he passed it back to Curry?
Yeah, and if I was Curry, I would have shot it too.
That play was read by LeBron. Though you ain't see him pointing before the play started. He was pointing everywhere. He was like.
They put a little meme up talking about some play from 2018, but when you got the rebound, you down 1 point, you put the ball back.
Oh no, he's 6'7", Schroeder about 6'2". Now I'm at least trying to dunk on that man.
At least make him foul.
Foul, yeah, right. Like shoot the free throws. You're not a bad free throw shooter, bro.
He shoot free throws like you.
Ain't been Clay.
Also thinking that same position, Curry could have got a better shot. I think he was selling for. Although he was probably gassed, and he probably played the best game he probably possibly could last night, but. I feel like he could have got a better shot.
I just want to say Klay Thompson disappointed me.
Yeah, that
too.
Game 6, Klay better be there tonight.
I don't think Klay's been the same since he got injured those 2 times though.
That's the problem. He was hooping game 2.
I mean, he's not as consistent as he used to be, and I think the injuries play a factor in that.
I think it's just majority of him not playing enough playoff basketball in the last 2 years, honestly.
He's gonna have to be game 6 for the next 2 games.
Yeah, him and Curry gonna have to big boy performance in 2016 down 3-1 to OKC.
They're gonna need to pull a Kyrie LeBron 40-40.
That's what I'm thinking.
No cap.
They don't have to.
That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, what you think they would say if Curry and Klay do the same thing LeBron did in the finals? How would that tarnish LeBron's legacy?
It's gonna be one of them. I mean, it ain't really gonna tarnish his legacy in actuality, but it's definitely gonna be one of them. Oh man, it's gonna start that chatter about clutch or something crazy or whatever. Now he might get a slide because they're like, well, LeBron is old. You know how they go. It's either gonna be half of them like it's LeBron we thought.
No, we gotta keep it legit. So like, I mean, I feel like if they do that, then I mean, we just gotta keep it legit. Kevin Durant was on 2 of them championship teams. I mean, we could have the argument, but like Kevin Durant was on 2 of them championship teams. That made the Warriors unguardable. Like, cause you had to worry about Klay, Steph, and Durant. So he wasn't gonna win either one of those. So if we really look at it, the matchup's really just 1-1. So if Curry win this one, yeah, he up 2-1. But we got robbed of a whole bunch of matchups between him and LeBron. That's pretty much it.
Hey, fam. It don't matter how much you want to say who on who team and whatever it may be. Curry up 3-1, fam. Or however many times.
He's not. He's not though, bro. You can't even that argument. I mean, I can see how you would say that, but like, bro, how would anybody on this panel right here? Did y'all think that anybody was gonna beat that Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson team? Even if you put Jordan on the other team, do you think he beating them?
Yeah.
I mean, with Jordan, I might have a different conversation.
No, bro.
As listed, no.
Nah, fam.
He crazy.
I'm serious though, because Jordan's teams had great supporting casts. LeBron, that team, LeBron, that he took to the finals them 2 times against Kevin Durant. Do you think you really? I mean, I give Jordan a game or two. He ain't beating them.
So do you think
that supporting cast?
So let's say Jason Tatum made the finals and he lost both times to him, Steph Curry. Would that be the same thing as LeBron losing early in his career in the finals?
Nah, the team's totally different.
Yeah.
Well, you talking about? Oh, I guess when you say early, you talking about Cleveland LeBron early, or you talking about when he got to Miami and he lost the first one, or you just talking about the first 2 times he lost?
The first 2 times he lost. He lost his first 2 times there. I mean, like.
Right.
2007.
Cleveland team is irrelevant. Yeah, their Cleveland team is irrelevant. But the Miami team is a closer relationship to the Celtics team, where they just don't know what they're trying to do. They don't have no identity, bro. They don't know who's gonna be who. For real. Like, who said it today? Yeah, I think I was watching either First Thing First or Cowherd. It might have been Cowherd he was talking about. He was like, bro, between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they don't know who want to be which one. Who want to be the alpha? Who needs to be the alpha?
Well,
then Marcus Smart is shooting as if it's him, but it's not him.
But he's terrible to me. But anyway.
And then late game situations, bro, they suck. They fold every time.
No, they don't. No, let's get things understood. Let's get things understood. They don't suck. It be Marcus Smart think he just better than those two, so he's taking all the final shots.
So we just gonna completely forget about the play they drew up where Tatum moved entirely too slow in the tempo of that and got an open shot, but he moved too slow. That was all on him. I wouldn't say it's all on him, but
I mean, Boston should have
went. As the man,
Boston
should have been moving.
Boston should have went back to Boston up 3-1. Marcus Smart took.
Oh no argument.
Marcus Smart took the final shot in regulation and the 2 final shots in overtime. Who the hell the superstar?
I mean,
you sit your 36-year-old ass down in the back.
I don't think he.
Nah, he ain't 36, man. His number 36. So
he ain't 36 yet, bro.
I know that man younger than me. I might be the oldest one here.
No, you for sure are. I mean, I'm just saying.
No, bro, like they don't either. They're not responding to a new coach. Oh boy, I forgot how to say his name. Probably, I'm sorry. But like when you was a coach, it was they huddle. They know exactly what they're gonna do for the rest of the game. For the next couple series, the next time out, it's executed. I like them getting to the finals. Now, granted, run out of gas when they got there, but still. And this team really ain't got no excuse, bro. Other than the Clippers that we all talked about before, they the deepest team between, I guess, or Milwaukee maybe, but they the deepest team and the best team on paper, and they use everybody. And we've seen what they look like when they efficient, but they go out there being efficient. They want to be hot and cold. They don't know who need to touch the ball. Turnover from both your superstars, if you call them that. It's just like I'm just saying. I'm talking about for both of them. I know we call it one, but I think JB can get some consideration. So let's not even play.
Both our NBAs of today, so I just want to put that.
You can sue them both if you want to.
That's Tatum's third, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you know what my boy is.
That was like asking these questions to win.
Right, and we had this conversation. Me and Darius had this conversation in a different chat. Right, like we can't let them slide no more. But they've been there long enough. Granted, they were young. They grew up in it, but like you've been there. Like at some point, you gotta win it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you keep going, bro, like what's the expectation? Like, oh man, they're gonna be young and just keep showing up to the finals. They're young until they get 35, and finally win one. Like finally put it together. Like, come on, G. You gotta take advantage of what you got, bro.
It's true.
And so I think like for them, bro, between Jay Tatum and Jay LeBron, they gotta be who they are. Take their time, whether it's a Jaylen Brown, you run the flow for the beginning of the game and Tatum close, or however they want to work it. However they want to work it. And then at the end of the game, it's only them two people who's the options on the team to touch the ball. Like, serious.
That's just like Jaylen Brown the Grizzlies, right? Because they're not going to win it. They're not going to win it. Because obviously Philly is playing like the best team in the East right now.
That's a fact.
I say that because they're beating the best team in the East now. But they're not going to win it. Because even if they do make it, I think the Nuggets or the Suns are going to beat whoever they play, right?
Yeah.
And going back to speaking of the Lakers and going back
Lakers
to
in 6.
Huh?
Lakers in 6.
Yeah, I don't. Go ahead, Darius.
No, you pause. Hey, going back to Josh question, does this tarnish LeBron's legacy if he blows his 3-1 lead? I think personally, yes, because if it tarnished KD's, how does it not tarnish LeBron's? And secondly, but I do think they make excuses for him. How they gonna be how they came in the play-in game and they barely made the playoffs and they owed and all this other stuff, right? So I think all those excuses come into play as well. But if you're asking me personally, you gotta hold them to the same standard when KD blew his 3-1 lead to the Warriors. So and that'd be ironic as well, right? They both blow a 3-1 lead to the Warriors. So,
but one ain't signed up for him either, though. You know, that was a whole. It had an extra for KD after the fact because he went to the team too, though.
Well, I'm gonna say this. If the Warriors win tonight, the Lakers need to be alert.
If the Warriors win tonight, the Lakers need to 100% win Game 6. Just like I told you about Memphis, they got to close in the Game 6 because they're not going to close. LeBron ain't who people. Every game I've been hearing, LeBron about to go off. I've been hearing this since Game 2 of the Memphis series. I haven't seen it yet. He ain't scored 30 points in no game yet. Granted, he hasn't had to either. But I don't think people realize that LeBron is not who they think LeBron is anymore. Right? He's shooting terrible. He had that 2020 game versus Memphis, but other than that, that was the highlight of his playoffs so far.
He had one more good one. That last game, Game 2, I think, or here this series. Yeah, one more good game. He went off in the fourth. But I mean, understandable to your point. Yeah, he ain't like you seeing LeBron like you used to seeing him. But it's expected, right? Like if you expect LeBron to carry you all the way through, you're not gonna make it.
I think his foot still hurt. That's just me.
So LeBron's foot.
Yeah, I really do think his foot still hurt. Because if we look at it from before he got hurt, he was averaging 30 like the month before he got hurt. And then he got hurt, and now he's playing. I wouldn't say he's playing timid, but he's playing a little bit more careful. Because I think he really did something to that foot. Because like when I watched it, he said he heard a pop. So I don't know, maybe a tendon popped. I don't know. But I mean, I just think he's hurt, and he's just left everybody else because he trusts them enough to do whatever they need to do to get the win. Now, do I think he'll turn it on later? If he does, I think he'll re-injure his foot.
It ain't trust them.
For sure.
It ain't trust them. It's trust AD.
I don't know how you trust AD up and down.
You never know what game you're gonna get out of bro.
But I mean,
and that's just so crazy to me. Because he really can get anything he want out there. I don't understand why. Every other game. Like, no one's big enough to guard you.
And they took Looney out.
Yeah, for whatever reason. 20 boards. You take 20 boards off the floor and put Jamaica Green out of all people on the floor. I don't understand it, but whatever.
Ain't no difference. Ain't no different in play either.
It really ain't.
Hey. I just want to, while we here, Denver to the finals. We booking it already? Can we go ahead and zip it up? Please?
No.
Wait. So
LA to the finals.
This is how I was thinking. I'm thinking that I got a good chance that LA is gonna make it to the Western Conference Finals, and then I'm thinking that this Phoenix and this Phoenix Denver series is starting to get a little bit interesting, brother. Like, I ain't gonna say they're gonna win it all for sure, because you can't sustain 40 points from your stars every night and think you're going to keep getting that consistency. And we saw it last game when Denver was playing Phoenix. Like, Devin Booker fell off, but like his efficiency went down and they lost. So I mean, I think the series is going 7 for sure, but I picked Denver from the beginning to at least get to the Western Conference Final because my other younger brother, he decided that he was just gonna hold them because they was the number 1 seed and he needed to see them do something.
Don't worry, the dude beside you said the same thing.
You can't disrespect the number 1 seed.
Wait a minute, the dude beside you.
Give him a little respect.
Wait a minute, the dude beside you said literally the same thing.
I did.
Who? Darius?
Yeah, the crazy man, another crazy man on the
I'm just saying you can't disrespect the number 1 seed like that. You gotta give him a little respect.
They always in the top of the West, and they haven't been in the last 3 years. Right?
They still gonna lose this series. KD gonna show up the last 2 games.
We're not gonna just pretend like they just got here and they brand new to it. Now I agree with y'all though. I think Phoenix fumbled their opportunity because Denver's not gonna lose at home. Obviously, they're the best team in the playoffs at home. Obviously, everybody can hit. Like Aaron Gordon looked like Klay Thompson when he's playing in Denver, but he looked like Zulu when he's playing on the road. So I don't really know what.
Yeah.
Zoo, I had to laugh, but I ain't never seen you play basketball, fam. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm better than him for sure. I'm better than him by a mile.
Yeah, probably. Now I have a couple of knee surgeries, but
beforehand too.
Regardless, I agree with y'all now though. I think Denver for sure go to the finals. For sure go to the Western Conference Finals. I don't think Phoenix is gonna beat them on the road.
Chad said Warriors in 7 and Denver in 7.
They got to be drawn because he don't want.
I don't know about that Warriors take, but I can't rule them out because it's Steph. It's Steph Curry.
Is the Heat winning?
100%. They never had it.
The Heat winning right now?
No, they down by 7. They cut it from 15 to 7.
Gotcha. Sixers and 6.
I mean,
the Sixers are tough. I won't be surprised if they go to the finals. I
can't have them in the finals. I can't do it.
Sixers going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't care what happened.
Since Boston want to play like they play, I wouldn't be mad to go ahead and see the Joker process finals.
Yeah.
See them bigs bang for real for 7 games because it's gonna go 7.
Knicks in 7.
I don't think I got the Sixers going to the
I had Boston and Denver though. Yeah, I had Boston and Denver on it. We picked it like way early.
Yeah, I think I had Sixers and Memphis.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what happened to that one?
Let me get Jaylen Brown.
Hey, don't call Luka. Hey, tell me why we came back. Tell me why we came back.
Time out. I had the Sixers and the Lakers in the NBA Finals, and I feel like Miami gonna have a tough time with whoever. I mean, I feel like they're gonna have a tough time with Boston or the 76ers.
Nah, they can actually beat Boston.
But I think they're gonna have a tougher time with the 76ers just because Jimmy lives in the paint. Like he taking 2-point shots. Like he'll take threes when he need them. And if he's hitting them, I mean, you just cooked at that point. But like Jimmy loves living in the mid-range area. So like Embiid's there.
You're not wrong. I mean, again, like missing Tyler and now missing VO when he was getting his legs back under him coming off the bench.
Getting his legs back games.
Say what?
Getting his legs back.
Before he played the 2 games, he was in the rotation.
Who?
Going to the end of the season.
Who?
Oladipo.
Boy, that man wasn't playing.
Man, you hear me?
He was playing. I mean,
he wasn't, bro. That man wasn't playing, bro.
He played in 2 games. He got in the second game. He got played in.
Right, but I'm talking about in the regular rotation because he didn't play the playoffs. I understand that. Watch, I understand.
I thought that's the most important time.
But hold on. Didn't Tyler have like a 4 to 6 week injury, like his hand?
Broke it.
Hey, I just want.
It's been about 4 weeks, fam. They said 4 to 6, right?
He'll be back next series.
I think he'll be back.
Hopefully so, but I mean, we got to see what it's gonna look like his shooting hand.
Well, what you really want to happen is you want Philadelphia to lose Game 6 if y'all win tonight. Or honestly, y'all can lose tonight, close it out at home. It gives each team more time. We'll give y'all more time. And then you want to see Boston go 7. But I just want y'all to know, state my stats, facts I told you earlier. Well, last week, Zulu. Go ahead.
About?
Miami Heat.
Which facts you talking about? Oh. Hey Darius, he was up in arms about your take about our undrafted player situation. How many first round picks you looked up we had for?
6, including Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, because we got Bam, Tyler, Caleb, Kyle Lowry was the first round. Who else was it?
Jimmy.
Jim was.
Victor Oladipo was.
Victor was undrafted.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. First round, 27 pick, Chicago Bulls.
And Victor Oladipo. So that's 6.
So don't disrespect. Don't disrespect the team like that again. I get what you're saying. They definitely don't play like they first round draft picks, but still.
All right. Okay. So when I made that comment, it was geared towards who Miami drafted versus the Knicks.
It don't matter. It don't matter who they drafted. They ain't the team they got.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Like, you got Kevin Love, who's 60. Kyle Lowry is 60. Right? I see what you're saying, though. I got it. Victor Oladipo played in 2 games. I got you, though. I got you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes, I got you. I promise you.
These the same people that score double digits almost every night for
them. The guys about It's by force at all costs. All hands on deck every day.
When you made that comment, you didn't know what you was talking about? That first round draft pick comment, you didn't know what you was talking about? That's what chat's saying.
Yeah, that's not true. It's still Tyler Hero and Bam for sure. I really thought Jimmy Butler was undrafted.
Well, Jimmy Butler too.
But even Steve still got Gabe Vincent, still got Duncan Robinson, still got Matt Strus.
Come on, fam. Let's not get on Duncan. I'll give you Vincent and Strus for sure.
Duncan Robinson spraying that thing.
Yeah, okay. So like I said, I give you inconsistent.
He's inconsistent. He's kind of unplayable on defense, to be dead serious.
He was undrafted. That's kind of like, you know.
But you named 2 players out of that. But wait a minute,
man ain't got no clamps.
But wait a minute, you
no clamp badge.
Sam, wait a minute.
I'm just glad he's shooting it now.
Look,
we ain't talking about what he used to do. We're talking about today.
I just want to say,
let's get into the meat and potatoes, bro.
I just want to say, hold on, no, you ain't cutting me off.
Superstar crazy talking to me.
Josh.
You ain't cutting me off. Besides those 3 players, everybody else is a first round draft pick playing.
You forgot what you call it, Tyler Zeller.
Tyler Zeller?
He's second. He's like second.
Fan, you want me to go look up Tyler Zeller? I'm pretty sure he's the first round draft pick too. If you want me to go.
I don't know what he was. That's what I'm saying. We ain't never bring him up.
He definitely got drafted.
Cody Zeller was the first round pick. Tyler Zeller didn't go first round.
Well, that's who
he definitely got drafted though. I'm pretty sure he got drafted.
And what about Kevin
That's the 3 people.
Yeah.
And the chat said who the best player left.
And Cody Zeller was a first round draft pick, and he played for the Heat.
What'd you say, Josh?
Cody Zeller was a first round draft pick, and he played for the Heat.
Okay.
Top 5 pick to be exact.
You got the best team in the nation. Yeah, talk to him. I mean, in my mind, I do believe that.
You believe anything. You still a Boston fan.
Zero said who the best player left in the playoffs based on who's playing right now.
Don't ask me.
Please don't ask him because he don't know much. He don't know much, so let's keep moving on.
Don't ask me.
Who is
I know my.
I'm gonna say something probably decisive here. I mean, I don't know. I think AD, bro, when he performs, bro, he makes the Lakers unbeatable. I think.
No, they still beatable.
I mean, it close.
They should have lost. They should have lost last game, honestly.
I mean, they should have lost, but they still won. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like when he plays at least average to good or great, like they don't lose.
That's true. I agree with that.
I feel that.
Now, do I think he the best player? Because he don't do it consistently enough.
Well,
That's why I say Joker.
Joker the best in the playoff right now.
Absolutely.
I don't care what Darius Face saying to you. I don't care any of that because I know who he gonna say. So,
Hey, I need to hear this. Come on, give it to us, Darius.
bro, I'll say it for
He
you.
ain't gonna say no bad name. I give him that. He ain't gonna say no bad name.
Hope he's saying B.
The most important player. We know who the most important player is for sure.
He gonna say Jason Tatum.
No, the fuck he not.
No, he definitely he hate Jason Tatum.
He suck
Oh,
at it.
Yeah, bro, I just be telling the truth and you don't like it.
What's the truth, Darius, about Jason Tatum? He's better than Jaylen Brown.
Hey,
I think Jaylen Brown's better.
hey, Josh, I was thinking about that. We was having a conversation through the chat, and I was thinking about you the whole time. I'm like, Josh might have a point.
So you feel me?
I think
Jaylen better.
Impossible. I never said it was impossible. I said at the moment we asked the question the first time, he wasn't.
You know who he's saying, Chad. Jimmy Butler.
Playoff Jimmy. Who want to know? Who want to know? Playoff Jimmy is the best. I've been saying this for the last two series, the last 2 years, if we be honest. And that's just what it is, bro. Like, he having a regular night and Miami's losing. He gonna go for 60 in this game, and I'm gonna lose my mind.
So give me what's not a regular night.
Huh?
What's not a regular night? Let's see. No, give me your numbers of what's not a regular night.
Was not a regular night for Jimmy Butler?
Do not say nothing outrageously crazy, okay?
I'm not. Like this. All right, this is he's 3 for 10, 14 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. That is a regular night.
That's below regular.
Playoff Jimmy, regular season Jimmy, that's every day. But playoff Jimmy, this is a normal night.
So what's not a normal night? That's what I'm asking.
Normal night, 25 plus, double. That's not a normal night. for him.
So if you get 25 plus, that's not a normal regular night for him. So if he shoot 25 free throws, that's not a regular night for him. He misses every shot, but he shoots 25 free throws and make them.
But you act like, but what your brother, bro? He just said he plays around the rim. That means he's creating the contact. You can't charge that against him.
I'm not charging against. I'm asking, will that be regular or not? Or not? So any way to get in 25.
He gets 25 points. You affect the game, whether it's at the free throw line or whether it's at the bucket.
Yeah, got a point.
Like, he literally just said Jimmy Butler loved playing around the rim.
So he likes to play in that mid-range area.
That means he's causing records in the paint. If he getting fouled, he shot 25 free throws. That's good for me.
I just feel like there's a lot of people better than him.
No, so since you bring that up, can we have this discussion? I really think Milwaukee would have beat them if Giannis was there. I don't care what playoff Jimmy would have done.
If Giannis was there.
No. He was gone for about 2.5 games.
All right, true or false? I just want the answer. Did Giannis not play the last 2 games?
I still think he was hurt from when he came out back.
Well, the answer, did he just not play the last 2 games?
He did, but like you act like I'm just look. All I'm saying is when people are hurt, they don't play the same. So like, I clearly think Miami would have lost.
Miami got 42 bench points.
He looked totally different after he landed on his back.
Hey man,
40-point double.
So
that's
a normal night for him.
That's a normal night for him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So how's that?
He ain't gotta play abnormal. That's the point. That's the main point.
Dude. That's why we traded away Chris Middleton.
Apparently he did against the Heat because Jimmy was doing his thing, and you know he can play abnormal. He be out here. He basically the anomaly. So like, if he would have been playing like he normally play, I don't think y'all win that. I don't think the Heat win that.
Hey,
I don't think they do.
I think what's
the meme say?
I think what we're taking away from here is that Bam played exceptional defense that whole entire series. I think that's first thing.
Now he like Bam now, Zoo.
No.
Shit crazy.
The second thing is they had a chance to win, but Giannis blew the cheese, right? I think he did. And when Giannis got hurt, Jimmy Butler already had 18 points, so they was on their way to losing game one anyway.
We don't know that.
Huh?
We don't know that.
We don't know if they're gonna lose.
Yeah, we don't.
No.
Well, we don't know.
I didn't say that either. So
I know he definitely would have canceled Jimmy Butler out. So he was gonna make everybody else beat Miami. Was gonna have to make everybody else beat the Bucks because we see what happens when Giannis is out from the Bucks. I still think that if Jimmy's out for some of them Heat games, y'all winning some of them.
I mean, Giannis as soon as Giannis went out, they beat us by 20. So I mean, it could go either way.
That is true. Giannis didn't play game two.
Time out. No.
It wasn't close when the tip off. It wasn't even close when the tip off.
No.
He didn't play game two. He didn't get their ass.
Okay, time out. We downplaying Giannis's impact on the court everywhere. Apparently,
No.
Y'all are. Y'all both doing it.
I'm just stressing that statement.
I highlighted that Giannis played the last two games and they still lost.
And I'm saying, all I'm saying is to that statement you said. Now, hey, we talk about him off the court. It wasn't even close. Cause the team, they still got a good team, but Giannis does take them over the top. I believe so. 1,000%.
100%.
Who's the good team?
Who's the better player for their team? Giannis or Jimmy Butler?
Wait a minute.
I heard y'all talking about this on another stream.
Which one? You talking about overall player? Giannis is the better player. The most important player is Jimmy Butler every time.
No, I don't think so.
Huh?
That's crazy.
I don't think so.
No, I don't agree with that, T. Will. If you don't think Jimmy's the most important player.
Oh, I'm telling you, some of these games that y'all are in, y'all can win without Jimmy Butler.
No, that don't mean he's not the most important player, though.
But look, no, I'm talking about like Giannis is such an important piece to the Bucks. Like taking him out is just like a complete different shift of play for them.
Look, I just think Milwaukee roster. I'm coming to you next, Darius. I just think Milwaukee roster. I ain't gonna say like the starting five area, but their bench. They really don't produce much off of that bench. Joe Ingles, huh?
Nah, I'm talking about the game. Go ahead.
Joe Ingles, to me, he's very inconsistent. And I know I ain't trusting no Wesley fucking Matthews, so we can go ahead and get that out of my head.
He did fall off a cliff.
I don't even know who else come off the bench. I'm just not trusting nobody else on that bench. Besides Bobby Portis. That's the only one I'm trusting. Go ahead, Darius.
I got a question, right? He said that Giannis, I just don't understand, and I'm not smart, bro. But I don't understand how you say Jimmy is not the most important player to a team that had to play in the play-in to get to where they are now versus Giannis, who was the number one seed. And I think we all can agree that the number one seed is game beyond just one player, right? That means that team was good. That means they won games even when Giannis missed, right? So I'm asking for clarity. Like, how can you say that Jimmy is not the most important player between the two to his team?
He's definitely the most important. I agree with that. He might not be the best though.
I think that Giannis's impact to the Bucks gives them such an overwhelming advantage to where they win more games with him than they would if they didn't have him. And I think y'all team, the way y'all constructed, if y'all shoot if y'all making y'all threes, because the league is based around 3-point play nowadays, y'all could win more games even if Jimmy Butler is not there, as long as y'all hitting y'all threes. Am I wrong for making that assumption?
But isn't the Bucks the better 3-point shooting team?
They don't have the better shooters.
I mean, this
think about it.
No, think about it. No, let's think. But we got to do that year by year, T. Will. Because, at one point, I could have said that 2 years ago. I could have said that. We were the best 3-point shooting team in the league. And we went out there and got smacked still. If
we're doing it by season, I I guess I can understand that we doing it by season, but like, y'all, if the inconsistency at this point don't matter. If your team is built with shooters and that's what they specialize in. You acting like the Bucks got a bunch of shooters on their team. Like your team is meant to shoot. Miami's
like
meant to shoot.
Who the shooters?
That's what they practice on.
Before K-Love and Duncan start playing again, who was the shooters? Other than Max Strus.
Is Gabe Vincent not a shooter?
Like a shooter. Who?
Is Tyler Hero not a shooter? Is Gabe Vincent not a shooter? I don't know them. I don't know them for more than shooting. Like I don't know they still sit for more than. I feel like they.
Tyler Hero. I give you Tyler Hero. Gabe Vincent no.
Then why he out there? Because he don't.
He play defense. He ain't hustle man. He'll hit a couple. He might hit you 1 or 2, but we ain't asking him to shoot no 5+ threes a game. I guarantee you that.
I mean, I'm just saying, Eric's supposed to put the folks out there because
Kyle Lowry's like 40 years old, so you rather him come off the bench than start a whole game.
I think Eric's supposed to put them people out there because they can stretch the floor, and that's the way he's playing around Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is a person that operates on the mid range. You stretch the floor, you give him more room to operate in the middle. So all of them people have to be able to shoot.
I feel like you thinking of the Bucks when you're making these explanations, right? Because I think personally that the Bucks, when you talk about Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, who's a 3D guy, and Grayson Allen, all of those guys are like stretch guys.
Grayson Allen isn't.
He a shooter though.
But we gonna say Grayson Allen not, but Gabe Vincent is.
No, tell. You got me there. You got me there.
Let's keep it a buck.
Let's keep
it a buck.
You got me there.
Man. And he got up 6 again. What the fuck?
I don't know, man. I just feel like the way Miami's constructed is for that very reason. Is all of those people are meant to be able to hit the 3-point shot consistent enough for the defense to think about it, because that y'all offense is operating around Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo is just out there to be dead serious in my opinion. He's out there grab rebounds, rim run, and he might hit the consistent like occasional mid range shot. But everybody else is out there to spread the floor because Jimmy is the one y'all want operating and doing all the damage. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad take by me. But I think Giannis is way more impactful for his team than Jimmy is. Just the way that Miami's set up to operate. I don't think the Bucks are set up to hit threes. I think they live in the paint. They just have 3-point shooters. I think Miami's set up to operate from 3 and let Jimmy cook from mid range.
But see, that's literally the same thing, except for Giannis don't shoot mid range because he can get to the rim whenever. It's literally the same thing they do, and they all bigger than us. So then they dominate the paint just off size alone and the shooting. So Giannis, all he do is walk down the court. You know, he does his size up, he drive. He gonna get his 20 points off the drive alone. Occasional when they drag off him, he gonna shoot a 3. He might make them, he might not. Cool, maybe some free throws. And then Chris Middleton is waiting in the wing, shooting 3s, or he's the pull-up mid-range guy if he don't shoot a 3. Grayson Allen's the same. Wes Matthews used to be. I don't know if he was. He wasn't this year. Drew Holiday, same. They just waiting for Giannis to do this, drive in. I'm kicking this time. They smacking 3 every time. The fact they center doing the same thing is ridiculous. So everybody on their court literally is going to shoot the peel out the ball when the opportunity comes, because Giannis is going to give them the opportunity every time. And I think, again, best player, sure, he is the best player. You can argue him being the best player in the league every year, but most important for team makeup, if Jimmy ain't on the floor, we don't get that same luxury. So then after that, we aren't the same type of team.
Player defense is the first thing.
6-point game, we might lose. So I mean, but I get, like I said, I get it. I get what you're looking at, because you're not wrong.
They said
we don't listen to that.
Chat said Gabe Vincent is like the 7th best player on the Miami Heat, and Grayson Allen is like the 5th best player on on the Bucks.
Which is true.
They have the Same
Especially
impact
when
on the
they-
game. Name a
Who's
Bucks
the
guard.
Who the more consistent shooter though? That's the question.
I mean,
Out.
they probably the same shooter.
I would think Grayson Allen, honestly. But yeah, they probably
Allen by percentage. Yeah. Our percentage. Oh. Can't get the ball. Dang, we just can't get the ball. What is Kyle Lowry doing, bro? This is what I be talking about.
That's your man.
You're right, bro. I'm just trying to figure out what he was doing. He could have just got a foul out shooting. This man passed the ball to Mitchell Robinson. I don't know. It don't matter. We winning in Miami. It don't matter. It's funny to watch.
Hey, Darius, would you consider Julius Randle a superstar? I mean, a star?
No, but it's hard to deny him.
Would you consider Bronson a star?
Yes.
Or is it based off the opportunity of the amount of shots they get?
Hey, Darius, you might be on to something there, my boy.
Is that not the basis of a star, though, bro? Like, opportunity matters, right? It got to at some point.
Am I missing?
We had the conversation. Us three, me, T. Will, and Josh had this conversation. We was talking about. I think T. Will said that first that Julius Randle was a star, and I was like, I agree with that because I'm thinking about for the Knicks, he is a star. Like before Brunson got there, it was just Julius Randle.
It was just him.
Brunson got there, and I was like, Brunson got to be a star at least off this year, because I mean, my boy.
So let me get this right. So Darius,
for the Knicks.
So next year, if Bronson goes and sucks it up, is he still considered a star? I think it's a 2-year minimum.
Okay, I was about to say, are we doing this by basis? Like, do they have to have a standout season for a certain amount of years, and then we solidify them as a star, or? But that's what you just said. So
I kind of solidify him already. If you look at the way he took the Knicks to, and look how the Mavericks dropped off, he's the common denominator.
I wouldn't say that. So, they could have still made the playoffs.
Oh, the Mavs?
Yeah, they just didn't care about making it because they had a first-round pick.
Yeah, they would have been in the play-in, though, right? I think that was the 5th seed when Bronson was there.
Look, you got to think about it. I hear what you're saying about Bronson, but if they don't trade away they wing pieces, well, I wouldn't even say they're wing pieces.
You can't trade. I don't think you trade RJ Barrett.
Or, yes, the fuck you can. He's garbage.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he got any trade value to trade him.
He young. He can get some. But I feel like when they lost Finney Smith, trust me, people give something up. But when they lost Finney Smith, I thought the season was over. Bronson could have been there, losing a defensive person to get nothing back but another offensive piece. Huh?
It's hard to say that when you gain Kyrie. You think about the idea with Kyrie and Luka playing next to each other. I didn't think they season was over. I thought they was.
But you got to think about
all the person taking shots from Luka.
You got to think about it. Bronson and Luka were playing, and they also had Finney Smith. Now you take the common denominator off. We can't say they took Bronson off. They were in the playoffs still. But when they took Finney Smith off, could you not just be like, well, Finney Smith looked like the difference maker on the team?
No. Well, I mean, it's a score, and I say that because it's a scoring lead, right? It's not like they was missing 20 points a game. Maybe they thought Finney Smith. I feel like Finney Smith was way more replaceable than Jalen Brunson was. How about I put it like that?
Nah, I couldn't say that. They got Kyrie.
I think Kyrie might be an upgrade to Jalen Brunson.
Hey.
Offensively,
yeah. I got a question. I know we dwindling down to the end. If D-Book loses this series, is he still a superstar?
I didn't. Yeah, hold on.
Make sure you tell your 3 points, all right?
Yeah. Yes.
Your 3 points of being a superstar.
100%, right? 100%.
How? He didn't take his team over the top.
But he's losing to another superstar.
I don't.
That's not the criteria.
I don't think.
But all right. So if Tatum moves,
Yeah, I mean, you know what I stated
so
on.
Hold on. I'm about to say something real outrageous right now. I think
Jaylen Brown better.
I don't think D Brooks is a superstar. I don't think Jason Tatum's a superstar. I also think Brown is better than Jason Tatum. He's closer to being a superstar than Jason Tatum. Just from what I'm looking at. Now let me be fair to D. Let me be fair to D Book because he balling. He balling. Okay, but I don't think he's reached superstar status yet.
And so my thing
I'm
is,
off of your 3 criteria
to defend all of them, right? When it comes to the superstar thing, right? Which I didn't like. That's why I was like, when you say take them over top, I don't know what that necessarily means because they can still lose, right? Because the only way you see that is if you win it all. Like, all right, man, they got to do it on the court. Like KD with the Golden State takes them totally over the top. They obviously won. There's no disputing that, right? But then when you got guys playing a Joel Embiid or a Jokic, who are easily the 2 best players in the NBA today, and they lose to them, then we taking away their superstar status, possibly, right? Because they didn't take their team over the top. Now, I will say, I give D Book way more of a pass than I do Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. Whoa, wait a minute. I don't know about that Jaylen Brown. Wait a minute. I don't know about that Jaylen Brown take.
Maybe not Jaylen Brown. Maybe not Jaylen Brown.
I don't know about that Jaylen Brown take.
But Jason Tatum, he's showing it. He's really showing it.
They on the same team, so they get the same flag.
No, fam.
Now,
Jaylen Brown does.
You might criticize Jason Tatum more because he's considered as a better player. Yeah, I understand that.
Well, I didn't say
but
that.
They both well, I'm talking about like.
But Jaylen Brown is out there going to guard the other team's best guard, and he's getting the same amount of points on the other end. I don't disagree with that, Darius. I never said I disagree with that.
Nah, go ahead. I'm gonna comment though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
He trying to say something outrageous, Chad.
I'm not.
I already said something outrageous, so let it fly.
It's kind of hard to say that a player who was, and correct me, he's either 2 or 3 times, but either way, it's kind of hard to say a player that was all NBA 2 or 3 times is not a superstar, right? It's not like a one-hit thing. That means he's consistently playing with the best of the best in the NBA. Now, much as I don't like Tatum, I'm not gonna hate him. Right? I can't say he's not a superstar. He's made an All NBA team, not second team. This first All NBA 2 or 3 times. That's first thing. So second thing is,
we just going off of your criteria. So I mean,
no.
If you going off of that, then yes, I will consider that be a superstar. Then.
I got you. D Book has had like the less fortunate hand for playing half his life in Phoenix. I mean, half his career in Phoenix.
I don't
right?
disagree with that.
Phoenix just that good. What, the last 3 years? 4 years?
4.
The last 4 years? So his consistency of being on that stage is not as amplified as Jason Tatum's.
True statement.
Right?
I agree.
Now,
that's why Jaylen Brown better.
Now and I'm not gonna dispute T. Will's point to saying that because he don't think either one of them are superstars. I can live with it. But the dispute was that John and Josh told me Tatum was. And
No, I didn't. No. I said because actually you go back to the clip. You said because we started off with Ja. You said Ja's not a superstar. Josh said, and you said D Book was. Josh said he do the same thing to Ja Morant. And then you said Jason Tatum not a superstar. I said, well, D Book ain't Jason Tatum.
So you have this. So you really got this dispute with John, other than me, because I never disagreed with any of the terms. I was just saying, if you're saying D Book is a superstar, then Ja Morant's a superstar.
I remember it going up in flames because it was like none of y'all named Jason Tatum.
He named him. I didn't name him.
I did.
You did, right?
I did.
And then I was like, well, if Jason Tatum's a superstar, David Book got to be a superstar. And I remember both of y'all. Josh, you said, man, this man tripping. We finna end the chat, and Zoo like,
because
that's when I said. And that's when I said D Book is not Jason Tatum. Off of your, because think about it, my boys. If was it three or two times?
I mean,
fam, D Book is not that.
Fam,
I contribute to him playing in Phoenix.
I never disagree with Jason Tatum. I never disagree. I never disagree with D Book being a superstar. I said if he's a superstar, I say Ja Morant's a superstar. I never disputed you and said he was not no superstar.
I do remember you saying that too.
So you will have more beef with John than me because I never said he wasn't a superstar. John brought up, he's like, so my guy Jason Tatum's a superstar. And you was like, if you saying Jason Tatum's the superstar, just basically what I was saying. If you saying Jason Tatum's the superstar, that means D Books is the superstar. So we didn't disagree. Nobody disagreed on them being superstars. We were just trying to make a valid point for somebody else being on similar levels or maybe a little bit of underneath that they are on the same level. But if you had beef with John, not Josh. I'm just the mediator.
We mixed up in that realm that we can do it 1, 2, 3. We just know who number 1 is. That's all to make sure we was clear.
Yeah, D Book is number 1 for sure.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Jason Tatum's not. If you want to be honest, it probably go D Book, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and then whoever you want to say after that.
And in the line to be a superstar, absolutely. In my book, that's how I go.
But I definitely put NCAA in there before I put anybody else after D. But I got a question.
Hey, all right, fam.
Okay.
NCAA above it though.
This is highly opinionated. It's literally based on how you see those people in your eyes.
Is he
made? That's true. But if you go off what everybody placed him at too, then.
So I got another question. How this conversation even started, right? So I got a question. So if Embiid, Jokic, AD,
LeBron,
or Tatum, all those guys lose, are they not superstars no more?
Say that again.
I was just about to ask that question. Do we downgrade people from being a superstar?
Because they lost, right? Because y'all kind of came and be about.
I just think about how they go out. If they fold, like say.
That means D Book's a superstar. All right, cool. Look.
Say Jokic go out there and fold and end up going out there for 10 points to close the series out. Like remember I mentioned that beef about Phoenix getting swept. I seen one dude get swept in a playoff series to be a superstar. I did mention it, and so granted, it's not no fault. It's not just only his fault, but he out there on the court.
Fam, that was a total mismatch.
You talking about KD, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were talking about LeBron.
LeBron got swept. I mean, got put off the court. The way they got beat the last game of their series was it Dallas? They played right.
They got smoked. Dallas. They got smoked.
When they got smoked by Dallas, not swept. My bad, just smoked. I'm like, well, I ain't never seen that from the other guy who's a superstar.
Who was the other guy?
I'm just saying, if you go out, Jason Tatum. So if that happens, you go out like that.
What you mean? Did you not watch the? Wait a minute. Did you not watch the year before KD and them should have won the championship when they was getting annihilated by the Brooklyn?
Who? Boston?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
The year before they came back and swept them, they were getting killed by Brooklyn. It was like 4-1.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I hate to interrupt, but I'm thinking. You said it depends on how that player goes out. So you telling me, hypothetically, if the Nuggets go and lose this series, we just gonna disregard what Jokic did for 6 games, and because he slaughtered out Game 7, we gonna say he's not a superstar anymore?
I agree with that. Don't try to put me in this series. I did not agree with that.
Again, I think we can't necessarily take superstar status away from, but we can hold the weight of them if they being called this. If Jokic standards is this, he go out there and give you 10 points, 5 rebounds, and no assists, then I'm like, hey, Jokic, you get hit up. Same thing with Jason Tatum. Anytime you go out there and slow out, I don't say nothing because that's slow by him. His standard is way higher than going out to give you 6. Even though they won, he went out there and gave him 7 points and they won.
You know what's up with Jason Tatum? He in the bad shot club.
Is this a combination of stats like traits, like
Well, first of all,
as a basketball player, and then like overall consistency, or are we just talking about? Because that's what. Because if we can get to that, like how we're grading these people of being like a superstar or a star, then we could get a real consensus on who we think stars and superstars are.
I mean, first of all, we was going off of what Darius said his criteria of superstars was.
That's true.
So that's why I said if they don't, he said they got to be able to take them over the top. He didn't get into details of taking them over the top, but when I'm thinking take them over the top, I mean they can go win a championship like right now if he does this. And if D-Book loses, that's what we were saying. But I never disagreed that he wasn't a superstar or he was a superstar. So I'm on the fence.
So see where the question came up because I asked him, I'm like, how many superstars in the league and who are they? So I'm gonna ask you the same question.
A superstar. We talking about top of the top. It can't be that many. It's got to be the people who are transcended. It's got to be like a person that's gonna completely turn your team into a championship contender. So we talking about like the LeBrons, the KDs, the Joel Embiid, some people that completely change. Like
Jokic, Giannis, and
Giannis
and Kawhi Leonard. Don't you ever disrespect Kawhi?
See,
when healthy. When healthy.
Okay. So that's the key point right there. When healthy.
Darius gonna say something disrespectful.
We considering them healthy. Please.
Because we will get into it on stream.
I mean, technically, he took them over the top. He went out there and beat Giannis. He went out there and beat a Jimmy Butler and a Joel Embiid with Ben Simmons
until he couldn't take
and he went out there and beat Stephen Clay.
And they lost the series because he had to be out of the games. No, and I've been arguing this with Brad and Jay Will the entire time. He's a great player when available. Absolutely.
What are we talking about here?
We talking about Kawhi in the last 3 years.
Bro, these folks are fam.
I just want you
to know. Kawhi went out there and beat Kevin Durant and D-Book. And if he would have played the whole series, they probably would have won the series.
What you just said,
but that is the point. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. He's not playing enough.
But it don't matter. He still took teams over the top. Every superstar that you name put teams over the top, except Jokic and Embiid.
We're gonna disregard history because it's in the books.
But we just had this conversation. Like we got to talk about recency. We can't talk about what somebody did 5 years ago.
I mean, if we talking about recency, then there's a lot of people that ain't superstars. Then.
Okay, so my question is, when Kevin Durant got traded to the Suns,
there's a lot of people that's not superstars.
Bro, I'm gonna say this right now. When Kevin Durant got traded to the Suns, what did y'all think about that? We instantly thought, man, they might win the title.
I mean, I still think that.
No.
I wasn't bugging it. Because they lost too much.
But it wasn't the fact that they couldn't win and KD takes them over the top. Correct. He's the superstar. D-Book wouldn't be the superstar. AD, in simpler terms, you talking about availability. AD ain't been there. He ain't a superstar. You really
I didn't call him a superstar.
Okay. I'm getting around to it. If you want to talk about Joel Embiid, his consistency, he's always hurt. He ain't been there. He ain't a superstar. So if you really want to say that the superstars in the league is, you're going to say Jokic. And I don't even know who else you would say after Jokic because everybody has been hurt. And Giannis just got hurt.
You're taking this a little too extreme. I think it's a little too extreme. We're not saying you can't miss games, but this man didn't miss years.
He literally missed.
He's gonna bring up the injury that made him miss the entire year, and then he's gonna say, "Oh well, he played about 62 games this year."
That's half the
year, and then he's gonna say, "Well, you can see it in the playoffs that he beat Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns in 2 games."
What are you getting at here?
What I'm trying to tell you, just like
correct statements.
What I'm trying to tell you is, when you do not play enough, you don't put enough strain on your body, you don't give yourself you don't make enough resistance. You get injured, you don't play enough, you ain't a superstar. You can't impact the team if you're not playing.
So you saying that Jimmy Butler plays? Let me get this correct.
Doncic and these guys available for their team.
Let me get this correct. Barring God, hope it don't happen. You saying if Jimmy Butler gets injured today, he misses all the next season and the further season, or whoever you want to say is the superstar right now, they're not a superstar no more because they're not available?
The best ability is availability.
So you're saying they're not a superstar? Just answer the question. That's a yes or no statement.
Nobody cares. I'm answering your question. Nobody cares of what you did 3 years ago. So if Jimmy go out there and get hurt, and I hate to say this because I don't even discuss hypotheticals because anything can happen. But if Jimmy go out there and miss this point forward, nobody's gonna care about he just dropped 50 points on the Bucks, or he made the Eastern Conference Finals, or he did this, he did that in these recent years. Nobody's gonna care. What they're gonna care about who's doing what at the time that discussion is available, right? So then we're gonna start talking about other players that are actually playing, that are actually available to their team. We can't say Kevin Durant, Jokic, LeBron, or Curry are superstars, and we say Kawhi is too. One of those players are not like the others. One of those players are not playing.
Because all the other, exactly. Because all of them are playing, and Kawhi is not.
And nobody's not saying Kawhi is a bad player. Nobody's not saying that at all.
But your logic was when he was healthy, and John stated that 3-4 times. Is he not a superstar? And y'all literally,
we did. Well, time out. When we mentioned that. That's the thing. We mentioned that at the beginning. Like, we're talking about his past. We've seen him, what he does in the past. We've seen that. That's already recorded. We can't even take that back from him. He's a superstar. When he's on the court and he's playing, he impacts the game in so many factors that it's undeniable that he's a superstar. But the problem is he's never playing, or he's always hurt. You can't be relevant. You're not relevant enough to be called a superstar.
On the injury report. I agree 100%.
So who's your superstars again?
I just told you. The KDs,
he's always hurt.
The Lukas,
KDs is always hurt. Like this is what I'm trying to tell you.
But he's not hurt now.
Fam.
That is what I'm trying to make the point of. He's not hurt now.
Taking this way too long. We understand these players' injuries, bro, because we're missing for like 2.5 seasons.
Okay, you got it, fam. You see how they keep saying they playing now, and then they bring up 2.5 seasons ago. Like, just say he's not playing as of now, not 2.5 seasons ago, because all these players you finna name have been missing games 2.5 seasons.
What I'm trying to tell you is he was there. He was there during the playoffs, right, J. Will?
Okay, he was say that. Don't say 2.5 seasons ago and you don't bring up the past.
He would have beat Kevin Durant in the Phoenix Suns. We saw what he was doing.
And we can't even say he's playing because he didn't finish the fucking season.
So we can't dispute that he's a superstar when he plays, but he's not. That is the point.
So who's your superstars again? Because I keep hearing people talk about injuries 2.5 years ago. I'm a little confused.
Bro, he missed 2.5. When the last time he completed the playoff series?
Bro, I mean...
The Raptors? Was it the last time?
A year ago. No. The Jazz. He completed the series before that. They played Dallas.
And he got hurt the very next series?
He completed that series but one game.
So he completed that series but one game, so he didn't complete the series.
Okay, but you said two. You said against. You said the Raptors. That was 5 years ago. So he's been playing in every playoffs since 5 years ago. He missed one playoff series. He tore his 2 playoff series. His quad and his ACL. 2 playoff series in the last 5 years.
This goes back. This is
besides this one.
This goes back to how do we downgrade superstars?
Who's your superstar?
If I had to downgrade a superstar for one reason, it would be Kawhi because he is not available.
Who's your superstar? Joel Embiid, Jokic.
Joel Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, Luka, LeBron, Curry.
Jamie. Okay.
Hey. So with that being said, though, we still calling Luka a superstar?
He impacts that team for winning. That's the only reason they win for the most part.
By the criteria. I know generally we can say that,
right.
But I mean,
hey fam, they just be making up criteria, fam. Like
I'm not making up any criteria. My criteria is very consistent. I already told you. I don't believe Jalen.
So you're saying Luka's
or Jason Tatum are superstars.
So you saying Luka's
I don't think AD's a superstar because he's inconsistent. All 3 of them are inconsistent. When you get into inconsistency,
AD has won more than Luka.
I say you more likely winning more with AD than you are Luka.
Wait,
we don't win it. We don't see it.
So we saying Luka not a superstar?
Based on the criteria.
See how they keep moving the bars, too? But I ain't gonna say nothing. We just gonna end the chat.
LeBron James on the Lakers? Are we just gonna act like he's not there?
Okay, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Luka, Josh and John, y'all saying Luka not a superstar?
Based off of y'all criteria.
No. Damn the criteria. Answer the question. Y'all saying Luka's not a superstar?
Are you? No criteria involved. Yes, he's a superstar. Absolutely. That's what I mean. Yeah. I'm just going off the 3.
What criteria do y'all think I'm working off of that make it seem like I don't think
we don't know? Y'all keep bringing it up 2 years ago and then a year ago and then I'm
talking about availability, bro.
I'm thinking about when you say you're superstar. I know you're just talking about in general off the top of your head who you name it. I was referring to Darius. If we talking about the 3 criteria, is that we take a Luka out because of that. Because in actuality, it's about 5 superstars that you can name, which is the ones you named: Joker, Bron, KD, who we say, Curry,
Giannis, and Curry. Giannis. Yeah, it's only in my head. Right, in my head, there's not that many superstars. Yeah, there can be a bunch of stars.
Them only 6 I can even see in my mind. Like literally, legit. You take them to a new team, regardless of how the team makeup is. They do prepare you to win. Because I feel like if Luka go to a different team, though I think he's a superstar, you had to change your whole operation to make him to be continually functional. Just saying.
Just not.
Based on what I've seen in Dallas.
I mean, they basically running the same offense they did when LeBron was in his prime. LeBron's the primary ball handler. Luka's the primary ball handler. Get out the way, let him cook, and then if you open, he'll pass you the ball. That's why
I'm trying to figure out how LeBron is a superstar right now.
Did he not just do a 2020 game?
What that mean?
What do you mean? That was a record-breaking. That hadn't been done since Shaquille O'Neal in his prime. What are you talking about?
Darius was just talking about what LeBron did in his playoffs. That's his most memorable game.
But he's available, and he could do that any night he wants to be dead serious.
No, he can't, because if he could, he'd do it every night so they can win. It's like,
that foot ain't had to let him do it every night, fam.
Okay, no. You're right. The foot, I did say that, and I said I do think he's still injured. But I'm just saying, like, he's available enough to be able to make that type of impact
come on,
every night.
Come on. I know you looked it up. I know you looked something up. What's up with it? So you must got facts in your hand.
He got the gas in his hand.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So in the last 2 years, Kawhi didn't play in 2 playoff games. He didn't play at all last year.
I just said that.
And he played in 2. So
this year.
My apologies. I said 2.5 is 1.5. My fault for giving him an extra half. But back to y'all point.
What's the extra half? He missed. He didn't finish this year. He missed all of last year, and he got hurt in the second round versus Utah.
Right, I said 2.5. So that will make me give him extra half instead of 1.5.
Okay.
So he played a half a season. I mean, a half a playoff series against Utah that year, and he played a half a series this year.
What game he get hurt? Game 4? No, he got hurt game 5.
But hold on. I got a lot of thoughts going through my mind. I'm listening to y'all superstar talk too, and you, John, said something. Mm-hmm. You said if Luka goes somewhere else, he don't. Huh?
Nope.
Hey, we ending it after this one.
I said the way you got to change to play for Luka.
And you named some players. Who'd you name?
He named nobody.
Oh, somebody was naming somebody.
No, I was naming my two.
He was saying Joker, Embiid, KD, Steph, and Giannis, all superstars.
Yeah, and I agree.
All right, I don't know what the vendetta is, and I agree with that list.
So what we getting?
Also, Chat said LeBron's not a superstar. By the way, just so you know.
I mean, I don't see how. I mean, just because you had one 2020 game, that don't make you a superstar.
Time out. Do y'all realize that LeBron is leading the Lakers in scoring, guys? Does anybody know that? Are we confused?
Like anybody else, but I'm not understanding how we're not considering him a superstar.
What's happening?
Hey, them your brothers.
Who said that in the chat? I'm sorry. You gotta be revoked of all your sports watching rights.
That's zero.
Yeah, after this, we getting on the call. I got to talk to this man. This man is on cocaine.
So I just learned that Luka, LeBron. How was Jimmy not named? In all honesty.
I was.
Apparently, if LeBron's a superstar, Jimmy might as well be named, huh?
I'd be biased to say Jimmy. I'm trying to keep my bias. I'm trying to look as non-biased as possible. That's all.
We're talking about players that take their team to the next level, and he's obviously shown it more than this.
Yeah, he's right.
I just don't think.
I'm backing it 1,000%. You ain't got to argue with me about it.
All right, Chad, we gone.
So LeBron, Luka, and Jimmy, I'm gonna take my blood pressure pills. I'm gonna
Hey, we said I'm just going off when I put your criteria on Luka. That's why I say you got to take him out. Now, in general, he is a superstar. I'm gonna say that every time.
I mean, it's a lot of superstars. That's why you can't. You got to be.
Bro, I don't think it's that, bro. I don't think it's that many superstars. Y'all are giving that superstar status to people who haven't proven themselves yet.
So what is proving themselves?
Bro, like I said, Kawhi is a superstar.
I didn't say nothing about Kawhi. I said, what is proving yourself?
Because we can work off that.
Okay, it is consistently winning, and consistently leading your team to multiple Eastern Conference Finals.
Luka only been there once. Next.
Who?
Luka only been there once.
Jason Tatum's a superstar again. And Jaylen Brown, one of the two.
I've named Tatum because you can't say somebody who was all NBA 2 or 3 times is not one. I just don't understand how you say.
All right, Chad, we go.
All them players, Giannis, Steph, they own that all NBA team, and so is Tatum. So how is they a superstar and Tatum's not one? Is my question.
Is it
right?
Do they gotta be first team or second, or it doesn't matter?
Look, this guy's first team. Jason is first team.
Okay.
He's been first team the last 2 times, right? 2 or 3 times, something like that.
Do y'all think Scottie Pippen was a superstar?
Man, we looking at all right. Look, chat. We go.
Oh, I'm just telling you. This is where we base it. See, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna go in. He was on the All NBA teams. He was on the All Defensive team. Is he a superstar?
He probably was on first team.
He was on first team.
Was he a superstar?
Hey, man. Hey.
Then we changing the whole. We changing the whole outlook of Jordan's teams. Because y'all was saying he was a backup. He a really good player. I think Pippen's a star. He a really good player. But is he a superstar? Was he a superstar?
All right, we
Two
gone.
times, Darius.
All right, chat.
2 times, not counting this year.
2 times, right?
All right, chat. We gone. We love y'all. Y'all get y'all sign outs.
Well, hey, Chad, we gonna figure out what the superstar
I'm not
moniker
figuring
is.
out shit.
We can get right. Hey, man, listen. Just to put it on top, it's about 5 or 6 superstars in the league. They can be whoever you think they are. Congratulations. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. We're on Twitter. You can type in FE live stream that pops up on either one. We are on YouTube. Like and subscribe as always. Peace, love, elbows.
And make sure y'all like and subscribe. Play out Jimmy in 6, KD in 7. See y'all next week.
Woo, that first one, yeah. That second one, I don't know about that.